Hey guys, Jcc2224 here, and the Vintage Collection Wave 2 is mine. Yes, you saw me review the Range Trooper from Wave 3, and now I have the 3 new figures in Vintage Collection Wave 2 to show you. Unfortunately, I don't really have the card backs to show you in this video because, well, my brother got these for me and he shipped them to me, and I didn't really want him shipping the card backs in case the USPS would completely destroy them, which was very likely. So I just said hold off on those, just give those to me next time I see you, man. And here we go. I have all 3, and I must say they're all pretty good. I would say these are 3 pretty solid figures. I mean, they're not too much to talk about. That's why I'm doing all 3 of them in just one video, because they're just 3 3/4 inch figures. There really isn't too much to say. But I really do enjoy these guys. I would recommend them if you are into the 3 3/4 inch scale, but they're nothing super spectacular, in my opinion, like the Range Trooper was. Enfys Nest is really good. And it's really good for what it is. But they just don't do it for me like the Range Trooper does, but that doesn't mean I still really don't like them. I really like them. So let's talk about the, let's say the hover tank driver first, because he's from Rogue One, and Rogue One was released like 2 years ago now. Isn't that nuts? 2 years ago Rogue One happened. Jeez. So here is the Vintage Collection Hover Tank driver. This guy is made to go with the Vintage Collection Hover Tank that just came out, and that is a vehicle I am not going to buy because it's way too overpriced, and I just really don't have the room for a hover tank. So sorry, don't expect a review on that because I'm not gonna buy that. But this is a still really good figure. I think this is a really nice thing. Naturally, it is pretty much just the Shore Trooper figure, but with a new helmet and a new belt. But what else would it be? Why would you want anything else? The Shore Trooper's a really good figure, so just do that again. I mean, why not? The detail's really good. I would say the detail on this is really good. The gun is pretty much what you would expect. It's just kind of a modified E11. It's got pretty nice weathering on it. It just looks good, man. What can I say? The helmet's really nice looking, even though I wish they would have panel lined the little mouth line in there, but oh well. I mean, it still looks really cool. I really do like the hover tank driver design. It's actually really cool what I think happened with the helmet. George Lucas visited the set of Rogue One, and he's like, hey, why don't those hover tank drivers have unique helmets? Because I think they're just Stormtrooper helmets. And then Gareth Edwards is like, yeah, let's make new helmets. And they quickly made this, and it looks really good for being just a quick little design. Articulation is pretty much like ball jointed head. It's the Shore Trooper. It's the Shore Trooper. Same thing going on. Same range. It works really nice. The knees are a little weak, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's the Shore Trooper, man. It moves. It does the things, and it's really nice. So a couple comparisons of this guy and some other hover tank type people. Of course, you want to see it with the 5 POA hover tank driver that came out in that Jeddah Revolt set, and there you go. Of course, this guy's all clean. So he doesn't have any weathering going on. Unfortunately, we didn't get any hover tank commanders. I was expecting this guy to be a commander, or for them to actually pack in a hover tank driver with the hover tank and make him a commander. I don't know why they didn't do that, but yeah, it's kind of a shame that we have just 2 normal hover tank drivers and no commander. The commander has like a little bit of gray detailing on the neck right there, but yeah, whatever. It's just what we got going on. So there's a comparison. And then another comparison, naturally, is with the Shore Trooper that was released in the Black Series. Now, of course, pretty much exact same figure. Not really too much else going on here. Same build all around. It's just repainted. With a new belt, of course, because this has a little skirt in the pouch and this doesn't. And a new helmet, of course. Because, hey, it's not the same helmet. Lego, actually, fun fact, Lego just reprinted the Shore Trooper helmet for the hover tank driver, and surprisingly, it actually turned out pretty alright. But yeah, there we go. There's the hover tank driver. He's really nice. Very nice addition to the collection. Next up, we have Han Solo, played by Alden Ehrenreich. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Actually, I didn't really mind his portrayal of Han too much. I really struggled to see him as Han Solo because I've just known Han Solo as being Harrison Ford all of my life. But still, I mean, he did a pretty good job. I must admit, I really did enjoy the movie. So looking at this figure, it could be a little better. Mostly in the head department. I don't think the eyes look too bad. I mean, of course they could be better, but this face is kind of reminding me of the Black Series 3 3/4 inch line from like 2013 because that paint was really bad. Now this isn't nearly as bad. He's just kind of got like this little raised eyebrow, which if you can kind of look past, you can just see he's like, oh, he's doing a little eyebrow raise. It's kind of endearing, right? And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Of course, it could be better though, because I think they're actually going to start doing face printing tech on TVC, and that's really exciting. The body is nice looking. What can I say? It's Han Solo's look in the Solo movie. Isn't it crazy? We're living in an age where there is seriously a movie just about Han Solo. That is nuts. What is going on? Well, what am I just the alternate timeline or something? But yeah, we got TVC back, so I can't really complain. Only accessory he has is his blaster, given to him by Tobias Beckett, which was probably my favorite new character in the movie. So yeah, articulation's good on this guy. He's got, I believe, is this another guy that's just a single ball jointed head on this one? It's not a double ball joint, but still really good range. I would say it's really good range. Ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows that actually move pretty decent. He's got the nice wrists, so he's got the in and out wrist there, and he's got the up and down wrist there, so you can kind of get the classic Han Solo poses you really need. He's got a ball joint at the waist, but it's pretty much just like a swivel. Doesn't really do much else. He's got the standard joints out to the legs for 3 3/4 inch figures nowadays. Thigh swivel, very nice knee bend, very nice. That reminds me of some 30th anniversary kind of Star Wars figures. And then he's just got the typical ankle joint. Does what 3 3/4 inch figures do. I wish they'd bring ankle rockers into 3 3/4 inch, but I'm kind of okay that they haven't. So yeah, there's Han Solo. Let's kind of get him in a pose that isn't like a Hasbro product shot. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed how terrible Hasbro product shots are? It's like they don't know how to pose their figures worth a damn. So yeah, the only comparison I can really do for this guy right now, since there really aren't any other Solo figures to compare him to, is the Range Trooper. And since I said I got my brothers, oh look at that, I got 2 of them. Oh man, ooh, they look so cool together. Ooh, I like having 2 of them. But yeah, that's pretty much the only comparison I can do with this guy, except if you just want to see Enfys Nest next to him real quick. I mean, that pretty much eradicates the only comparison I could do with Enfys Nest. So there we go. But yeah, there's Han Solo. Let's now here we got Enfys Nest. This figure is pretty good. It's pretty good. It has a couple issues. The biggest issue is its head. It's always looking down, man. I mean, you can kind of tilt her back a little bit, but look at that. Yeah. It's like her head is always kind of looking down. It's because she has this giant thing of fur on her shoulders. It's also because she has a giant head of hair. Yeah, I tried to bend the hair back a little bit to see if she could maybe look up a little more, but she's just looking down pretty much, which is intimidating, which is cool, but no removable helmet either, so that's a shame. But yeah, it's a nice figure, I'd say. It actually does have the double ball joint, so you can get a pretty decent range of motion out of that. For accessories on this one, you have her pike, which is a thing. It's like a pike. I don't know, it doesn't have like a wave blast when she pounds down on it. I don't remember. I remember doing that, but I don't specifically remember. But it's a cool looking pike. And then she also has her arms. Her arms have a cool accessory. Zooming in here, she's got these little arm gauntlets, which, if you remember in the movie, kind of flail out into shields. And this figure actually has the shields. And they're right here. Look at that. She's got the shields. You can interchange them, and they're nice. Let's do that right now, off camera, so I don't lose them. So here's the arm shields, and I gotta say they look pretty nice. Now, one thing I do have to say, though, if you're not really sure which thing goes into which arm, they actually are labeled. So this one is the second right arm, so it actually has an R2 written on it. That's actually kind of funny. And this has an L2 and then L1, R1 for the other ones. If you've ever played PlayStation, you're probably familiar with that. But yeah, that's cool. I really do enjoy the fact she has those. She also has cloth. Look, cloth cape. That's so cool. And this looks really nice. It's got the 2 sides going on. It's got the 2 colors. And it feels good. I don't think it's going to fray. It's a little elastic, but it's not like elastic. It's just a little bit. The rest of her detail's really good, man. Really good looking. I'm really impressed. It's a figure that looks good, man. What can I say? I really like the chest. I like the little skirt things. It's just nice, man. It's a nice one. So for articulation, I was already kind of talking about the head. It's on a double ball peg. She's got normal shoulders. They may be a little hindered by the shoulder pads, but you can really get what you need out of them. 90 elbows. I think she's got, what kind of wrist does she have? Just swivel? She just has swivel wrists because she has really tiny wrists, but that's fine. She's got a really good waist joint. It's like she's a hula dancer on the down low, I guess. She's also got the average hips, thighs, pretty decent knee, typical ankle. It's a 3 3/4 inch figure, man. What else can I say, dude? So yeah, let's get her in a little less ridiculous of a pose, and let's finish off the video. So there we go, guys. There's my review of the Vintage Collection Wave 2. Pretty solid wave. I wish we would be getting more figures, more new figures, because I remember the old TVC was like a whole wave of 10 brand new figures, and my wallet hated it, but I personally loved it. Now we're only getting like 3 new figures, and then Wave 3 only has 2 new figures, the other one being Dr. Afro, which I didn't buy. But yeah, it's kind of lighter, but it's kind of okay, because the figures we are getting are pretty damn good. And I really do have to commend Hasbro for bringing back TVC. It took way too long. They should have never gotten rid of it in the first place, but they brought it back. I gotta give kudos to Hasbro for bringing it back. I'm happy that they did, because they could have just said, yeah, sorry, we're doing Black Series now, like, whatever. Just deal with, like, the Walmart ones, guys. Now, granted, I've only seen these guys at Walmart. Actually, even though my brother hooked me up with all these, I've seen them. I've seen them all in stores myself. I mean, you saw, I found the Range Trooper, my bad. And I got one, and then my brother sent me another one. So, yeah, they're kind of coming out at Walmart. But they should be all stores. Target should be getting them eventually. Other stores, I guess. I don't know, Toys R Us isn't a thing anymore, so I can't really say that now, can I? But yeah, they're coming out, guys. If you're wanting them, go out and get them, because they're pretty nice. And like I said, I'm happy that they're a thing that exists. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed watching it just as much as I enjoyed making it. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links down below, as well as my P.O. Box address if you want to send me some meme-erific goodness. As anyways, guys, have a good day, and may the force be with you. How long can I ramble like this? I have no idea, but I'm just going to stop the video right now before I ramble on about something way too deep and personal. Bye-bye!